In this video, we're going to be solving word problems, applications of linear equations, using multiplication and division. It is impossible to solve all word problems out there, but hopefully by going through some of these examples, it makes some of these word problems easier in the future and you can set them up on your own and solve, and so that's the goal of this video. Example 1, a stage star's agent earns 25% of the star's monthly income. If the star's monthly income is $139,000, how much will the agent earn? So I'm just going to, in step 1, describe the above situation as a linear equation using x or y as the variable to describe the unknown quantity. So I'm just setting up an equation here. I'm not actually solving it for the first step. I'm going to let x equal the amount of money that agent is earning each month. Now, when I see something like this, especially something involving a percentage, a certain amount out of the total star's monthly income of $139,000, that is going to equal 25%. And a percent is out of 100. So I'm going to set up my equation to be x over 139,000. That's got to equal that 25% at 25 over 100. So that's the equation that's going to be happening here. The agent is going to earn that 25% of 139,000. So now I'm going to actually, in step 2, solve the equation. And so to solve this equation, I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to do 139,000 times 25, and then I'm going to do 100 times x. So that's going to simplify to be 3,475,000. That's got to equal 100x. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 100, and that's going to give me x equal to 34,750. So that's how much the agent is going to earn each month as being the stage star's agent. Example 2, a length of rope was cut into 7 equal sections. If the rope was 56 inches long, how long was one section? So step 1, we're going to describe the above situation as a linear equation using x or y as the variable to describe the unknown quantity. Again, we're not solving this equation in step 1, we're just creating the equation. So I'm going to allow x to equal the length of one section. So if we're thinking about this, the length of one section times the number of sections, that's going to equal the length of the rope. I know all unknown things except for that length of one section, which is what we're trying to solve. So my equation would be 56, that's the length of the rope, equals 7x. The 7 is the number of sections. So step 2 is actually wanting us to solve the equation. So then 7 and x are being multiplied. They're attached. So to undo multiplication, I'm going to divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7. And I'm going to get x equal to be 8 inches. That's the length of one section. Example 3, the time allowed to complete one problem on the exam is equal to total exam time divided by the number of problems on the exam. If each problem takes 5 minutes and there are 12 problems, what is the total exam time in minutes? So step 1, we're going to describe the above situation as a linear equation using x or y as the variable to describe the unknown quantity. So x is going to get equal the total exam time. It tells us actually in the problem, it's how to set up this equation. So the time of one problem is going to equal the total exam time divided by the number of problems. So we know everything except for that total exam time that we're going to try to solve. So the equation would be 5 equals x over 12. Now, step 2, solve the equation. So here, the x and 12 are being divided. The opposite operation of division is multiplication. So to get rid of the 12, I'm going to have to multiply both sides by 12. And so that's going to equal 60 minutes. 12 times 5 gives me 60 minutes. So if I were to take the 60 minutes divided by the number of problems, which is 12, that tells me that 5 minutes is the time on one problem. Example 4, Jane has been in soccer twice as many years as Karri. Together they have been in soccer a total of 12 years. How long has Karri been in soccer? Step 1, describe the above situation as a linear equation using x or y as the variable to describe the unknown quantity. X is going to equal the years Karri has been in soccer. Since it says Jane has been in soccer twice, twice means 2 times. So 2 times the amount of Karri's years that she's been in soccer. So Jan is going to equal 2x. And so together means that if you add them, x plus 2x is equal to 12. And so that would be my equation here. Step 2 is let's solve the equation. So I'm going to combine my like terms on my left side. I have x plus 2x, that's going to be 3x. 3x is equal to 12. And then to solve this equation, I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. And 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4 years. So 4 years is the number of years Karri has been in soccer. And so Jan would have been in soccer for twice that many years, so 8 years. So think about it, 8 plus 4 does give me 12 years, so we know we did this correctly.